Hi, Jessica. My name is Tammy. Nice to meet you. Did you want to come into my office and sit down?
Yes, please.
Here, have a seat right here. What brings you in today?
I wanted to talk because I'm so stressed out.
What are you stressed out over?
I'm stressed over my exams.
Your exams. Are they coming up really soon?
Yeah, they're coming up in like a month and I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't do anything. I'm so stressed.
How do you normally do in school? Like, what are your marks going into your exams?
My marks going in right now, I have about an A in everything. I'm normally an A straight A student.
So, if you're normally a good student, what's different this time? What makes you feel so stressed?
I got early acceptance, and so I feel like if I don't keep up with my grades, then I'm gonna lose my offers.
What program did you accept?
I accepted educational studies.
Oh, pretty exciting. Is your family pretty proud of you?
Yeah, my whole family is so extremely proud of me, and that almost gives me more stress because they're all looking forward to me going off, and it's like, what if I don't go off?
So what you're saying is you're worried about letting them down?
Yeah, like, imagine, like, I work so hard all throughout school, I get accepted into university, it's like my dream school, my dream program, like, my exact dream to the T, and then I don't go all because I just failed one single exam, my very last year.
So it sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you can do to make it easier for yourself? Is there anything that you can do?
I could try my best to be very prepared and, keep a good social life balance and, don't let it get to me and don't overthink too much. But I feel like no matter what I do, it always turns back to me overthinking.
So you think you're thinking too much about everything?
Yes, but then I don't feel prepared enough.
So is time management a problem for you?
I feel like as much as I like to think I'm super organized, I feel like it definitely could be a big problem, I feel like I spend too much time on one thing and it just deters me away from everything else because I'm so fixated on one thing that I never get to the next.
Do you use a big calendar in your room? Like, do you have a calendar where you can mark off the days and when your exams are and what days you're going to study for what exam? Or how do you focus?
I do have a calendar, but I feel like I don't follow it as well as I should. Like, I do it at the beginning of every month, but I feel like I don't really look at it as much as I should. It's there, it's filled out, but I just, I don't prioritize it to look at it.
Do you think maybe you could try doing it week by week instead of doing it for the whole month, because the whole month is overwhelming and you won't focus on the day specific and you're looking too far into the future?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe getting a calendar that's just by week and then planning my weeks out instead of my month. Maybe it's just I take on too much at once.
Yeah, what's your first exam? Do you know what your first exam is?
My first exam is in about a week and a half.
And what's it on?
It's on math, it's on data management.
Okay, so maybe for that week, maybe the week before you can start on data management. And then do you have a couple days in between that exam and your next exam?
Yeah, I have 2 days in between first and second exam.
So maybe work on data management first and then tackle your second subject after data management is done. Would something like that maybe help instead of tackling all of them at once and feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah, especially because I have a break. That's definitely something I could probably use advantage of.
Okay, so we're going to use a calendar.
Yeah.
And you're going to take it one exam at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you could focus on?
In terms of exams or
or
something
time
else
management?
To take?
Is there anything, do you find most teenagers, do you find your phone distracting?
Yeah, I do find social media to be a big distraction, TikTok, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it definitely takes away from the opportunity and the time that I do have to use.
So maybe you could set like a limit, like set your clock for 50 minutes and study for 50 minutes and then take a 10-minute break and go on social media and then go back at studying. Would something like that be helpful?
Yeah, definitely. I do find that, like, when it comes to social media, you know, like, all the notifications are popping up every time I see a notification. I want to check it. I don't want to miss anything. Like, that's also one of my fears, is like missing out on something, which I feel like is like the whole big, like, one of the big issues that leads into all those tiny little issues that I like have.
So you're worried about missing out on the day-to-day stuff, but also missing out on your college life.
Exactly.
By
Like,
not getting in.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm gonna miss out if I'm not on my phone 24/7, and then I also feel like I'm gonna miss out of, like, you know, my future if I don't get myself and my social media habits in check.
That sounds like it's pretty stressful.
Yeah, like I'm so stressed out.
And it's affecting your sleeping and your eating?
My sleeping, my eating. I feel like I'm not eating as much as I should be, but then the stuff I am eating, it isn't healthy and it's not fueling my body properly. And I do like to go to the gym frequently, and I feel like my stress leading to my not eating is leading to my not being able to perform at the gym properly, so then it's just making my body even more tired because I'm not properly fueled, and it's just like it's circling over and over.
Okay, so maybe if it goes back to the whole organization thing, maybe like the Sunday night before school starts, you could kind of meal prep for the week. Maybe cut up a bunch of veggies and healthy foods, put them in your fridge so then at least you know you'll be properly nourished. Mm-hmm. And then that'll help you have the proper energy. Mm-hmm. Make you feel a little bit better about yourself. And
mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So I think a big thing is maybe time management skills and organization. Yeah. And focusing on eat one day at a time, or maybe even the next day. And then not so much into the future. Because if you're successful today, probably you'll be successful tomorrow and the next day, instead of stressing out about next week or next month. Just focus on little goals instead of big goals in the big picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that being said, I do feel like it would be good to kind of, you know, meal prep, especially, like, everything comes down to, like, nutrition, you know. If your body can't concentrate, then you know, like, you're just kind of living through the days. You're not, you know, making the best out of each opportunity. You're just trying to survive through.
Perfect. So I think a good thing for you, like I said, would be use your calendar.
Yeah.
And just plan. Use your phone, your timer. Maybe turn your phone upside down so you can't see all these notifications. Mm-hmm. And focus on one exam at a time. Because it sounds like you've always done well in school, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always been able to do fine, you know. I've never really been worried about my grades. I've never been scared that I'm not going to complete a course. I've always been at least an 80. Like, I'm a good student. It's just yeah, like.
So there's really no reason to believe that you won't do really well on these exams as well, because you've always done well in the past. Right? So you just need to focus.
It's just that stressor of, like, my whole college and my university, like, education is, like, on the line.
That's a big stress.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like.
Absolutely. That's a lot of stress. What else can you do to relieve some of your stress?
I think it does come down, like, my like, stress relievers have to be, like, hanging with my friends or going on walks or runs, or, like, just kind of getting out and, like, getting out of, like, the house and all that stuff. But I feel like also, like, with time management, I feel like I don't have time, but I do, but I feel like I don't.
Okay, so you said you like going to the gym too.
Yeah.
So maybe just block off a block of your day to go to the gym, or to go for a run, like you said, mm-hmm. or to spend time with your friends. Mm-hmm. And if you block that into your calendar, then maybe your stress reliever will be there. You know what's coming. Mm-hmm. You know you have to finish this little bit of studying, and then you reward yourself after with going to the gym or something. Would that be helpful?
Mm-hmm. But it's like what if I don't finish the exact amount that I want to study that day? Then it's like, do I still let myself go to the gym? Do I keep studying? Do I overwork myself? Or do I keep making time for myself?
I think you have to do what's right for you on the day. I think you can't really overstudy too much because then you're not gonna, you need to have a balance. You need to find a balance, right? So as long as you know that you're getting the basics done, you should be okay. But you need to find a happy balance. Yeah.
And you think it all leads back to the calendar?
I think it all leads back to
The
time management.
1 week calendar.
And breathing and knowing you're a good student and knowing you've always done well and having that confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think that's helpful?
Yeah. Like looking at like the big picture, like I don't really have a true reason to be worried. It's just like it's all like a mental kind of like a mental game.
That's true. That's fair. Yep, that's probably what it is. But I think you can do it. I have full confidence in you. It sounds like you're a good student. It sounds like you just need to focus on your time management.
Yeah.
And setting a schedule and rewarding yourself with stress relieving activities like going to the gym and that, and proper nutrition, making sure you're getting enough sleep every night.
Yeah.
That's probably really important too. And focusing maybe on one exam at a time instead of all of your exams.
Yeah.
Does that seem like it might be a good strategy?
Yeah, that this talk definitely helped me and definitely calmed down my anxiety and, reassured me that I will be okay. And
perfect. Did you have some time in between your first exam and your second exam? Did you want to pop back in and see me?
Yeah, in between my first and my second exam, like right after my first exam.
And maybe we can just touch base and see how it went and see what we can tune up for the next one.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay, so I'll see you next Thursday?
Yep, next Thursday.
Perfect. You have a good week, and I'm sure you can do it. Just think positive and stay scheduled, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.